One additional thing I want to cover here is the formulas. So if we go to the formulas, right now I don't have any formulas in my account, in my personal account here. They're all just the generic ones. So what you can do is you can create a new one, just leave it, say add new, and then you can type a formula name here if you just want to start from scratch. Or you can say, after you run that, we ran that formula there a while ago, we can say, well, the lime formula was close, but I want to tweak it a little bit. So we ran that University of Arkansas lime clay loam formula, I believe it was. So I'll select it. And what it will do is it'll come in and pre-populate all the information from that formula with the colors. And now you can see the way it was set up was anything between 0, a pH, here's the formula input was a pH from that CSV file. Anything between 0 and 5, we're putting out 60,000 pounds. And between 5 and 5.3, we're putting out 5,000, and so on. So I may want to come along and say, well, instead of, I'm going to really change this around. Instead of having 4 different outputs here, I'm going to bump that up to 5. And now I'm going to say from 5.7 to 6, I'm going to put out, you notice it added an additional line here now that when I changed it to 5. So maybe I'm going to put out 1,500 pounds in that range. And now anything greater than 6, I'll put out 6. And maybe over here, instead of 5,000, maybe I want to make this 4,500. And maybe instead of this blue color, maybe I don't like that color, maybe I want shades of red instead. So the higher, the more output I'm putting out, the redder the color will be. And then I would say, and what I'd want to also do up here on the formula name, I would call it, I would change the name, and I would say my lime for clay loam. I click create, and I'll just call it lime. This is the name in the controller file, so when the applicator loads this shapefile in, this will be the name that he will see in that controller file. So we'll just call it lime. And now I've created that formula. You can see now it's in there. Now if I go and place that order again, I can replace that order. Let's say I'm just going to do field 11 now. I can go along. I want to rerun that. And you see right here is my lime formula. So now I can go through those same steps and rerun that job with the new rates, with the new formula.